It's apparent that Christians and Hebrew Israelites do not follow Leviticus 20 and 21. We went over this in our live today on Facebook and YouTube and here on TikTok. But if you want to see that rebroadcast, go to my YouTube channel. Y'all are not following this book. And if you are, you're only picking and choosing what parts of it that you desire to follow. Now, if you're very unfamiliar with Leviticus 20 and 21, let me break down some of it for you. And please, hopefully you'll stay. This video might get a little bit long, but I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. So Leviticus starts out by telling you all the different types of things that you're not supposed to do and all the stoning that's supposed to happen if you commit to these things or if other people are committing these crimes. Crimes against God, I should say. For instance, it goes through a whole laundry list of different people that you're not supposed to have sex with. You're not supposed to have sex with your mom, with your stepmother, with your aunt, with your brother's wife, even though it has the story about Onan being forced to have sex with his brother's wife. You're not supposed to have sex with a prostitute, even though it has the story of Judah having sex with Tamar and then saying that she was righteous for what she did. You're not supposed to have sex with your sisters. You're not supposed to marry a woman and her mother. You're supposed to get stoned for all those things. You're not supposed to have sex with another man. It doesn't say about women having sex with each other, but only men having sex with men. Women aren't supposed to have sex with animals, and men aren't supposed to have sex with animals. And it says that you're supposed to stone these people. Now, your religiosity has you running out here telling homosexuals that, hey, you're in violation of God. You're in violation of God. Now, I personally don't give a damn who you sleep with, as long as it's consenting adults. But it says that you're in violation of God, and if you break these covenants, then you are to be stoned. And if you don't participate in the stoning as the person who believes in this book, then you are to be excommunicated from the community. God will turn his face on you. But I don't see y'all following that. You know why? Because you go to jail. And it's also inhumane to stone people. And the poor thing, another thing that's messed up is that if you catch a man having sex with an animal, you're supposed to kill the animal. You're going to kill the victim? That's some straight bullshit. And you're not supposed to be committing adultery with another man's wife or your neighbor's wife. Because the only form of adultery in this book is actually you having sex with a woman who's already married or she's betrothed to be married. She's engaged. A woman who's single and y'all have sex, she just becomes your second wife or third wife or fourth wife. But you're not supposed to have sex with another man's wife. You're supposed to be stoned for that, both of you. Stoned. So when Jesus was drawing the line in the sand about the adulterous woman, why didn't he say, where's the man? If you're going to bring all this crime in here, you're going to say that they were messing up, why didn't they bring the man? Why weren't they following their own rules? Even back then, they didn't even follow their own rules. And I understand it was a trap that they had tried to lay for Jesus to see if they can get him all tripped up. But still, the point is, if they were correct, they would have brought the man as well. But the men who wrote this book always like to have their little way out. But you notice there's one relationship that you may not notice that they excluded in that one. That is, they do not. This Bible, 2 times in it, because it describes these things also in the earlier chapter of Leviticus, does not talk about the fact that a man is not supposed to have sex with his daughter. They express all the other variations that men are not supposed to have sex with people and animals and those kinds of things, all the sexual relationship. But it excludes, twice, had 2 opportunities, two to do it, to exclude men from having sex with their daughters. Well, that tells you what kind of men you were dealing with back then. These were some nasty jokers, that's what I can tell you. They were some nasty, nasty ass jokers. Because they wanted to make sure that they can get their daughters poom poom. That's messed up. And you want to follow this? But you know you're not doing it. You're not going to follow it. You know you're not. And for you guys in Leviticus 21, for the priest, what the priests are supposed to do, before I go there, let me go back. Oh, also, there's a contradiction. In Leviticus 15, it tells you that if a man and a woman has a sex and she's on her period, then you're supposed to go through 7 days of being unclean, and then you wash yourself with water and everything, and then both of y'all are clean again. But in 20, it says that if you have sex with a woman who's on her menstrual cycle, then you and her are excommunicated from the community because you've unveiled the source like you didn't know where it was coming from in the very beginning. But in 21, for all you priests and pastors, for all you high priests, especially them Hebrew Israelites, it says that your wife is not supposed to be a woman who has been in prostitution. It also alludes to that prostitution being a woman who's just had multiple sexual partners. It says that that woman should not have been divorced. So for all of you who are in blended families, you're not supposed to marry that woman who has been divorced. But it also says that your wife should be a virgin. Maybe that's why some of the Hebrew Israelites say that as soon as a woman has a period, then a girl has a period, then she's now a woman, and they can marry her and they can be with her. Little pedophile. But you're supposed to have a virgin. And then it tells you that you cannot be in a room with a dead body. So why are all these pastors presiding over funerals? You're not supposed to be in a room with a dead body, otherwise you make yourself unclean. And as far as a person, the only people you can make yourself unclean from is an immediate family members. So for a book that says that it values family values, why is it that you can only make yourself unclean for your immediate family, your mother, your sister, your mother, your father, your brother, and your sister? Only the sister if she is unmarried. If she's not unmarried, if she is married, then you cannot make yourself unclean for your sister because, you know, she's just a woman. According to this book, that's all she's just a woman. So are you guys upholding this? Are you? Are you? You're going to say that dispensation and grace and Jesus was the last sacrifice and you're not held under the law. But I am quite positive. Let me find it. So in Matthew 5:17 through 19, Jesus said, "Do not think I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them." Well, so for all you Christians who say that the law has been abolished, the law is over. No, he did not abolish the law. He fulfilled the prophecy according to the story. He fulfilled the prophecy of him coming and what he was supposed to do. But an abolishment of the law? No. And of course, they've changed the King James Version of Matthew when it says the greatest commandment is to love the Father with all thy heart and all thy mind and to keep his commandments. Those parts have been changed. They've changed that out of your Bible. It's no longer there. You have to find a much older Bible in order to find those scriptures to still be there. But that's what your book says. It's not what I say. It's what your book says. Go read it. Go research it for yourself. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.